All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to Throwing Out with the Dolphins. Your host Ron here, and what can I say? What a great game against our Miami Dolphins as they hosted the 49ers, spanking them at home, 29-17, which keeping their player hopes alive, but they're gonna need some massive help. Right now, Tua did play the great game. It wasn't his best, but it was a great game going against a tough team. By beating the 49ers, their playoff chances are eliminated. Why? Because one of the team in the NFC won, which knocked them completely out. And by them losing, they have been totally eliminated. So 49er playoff dreams are done. So they can sit home, relax, and just get ready for 2025. Alrighty, Tua Tago completed 22 of 34 for 215, 215 with one touchdown. And the main thing, our running game finally picked it up. Our main rusher was Devon Kane, which he did it both in the air and on the ground. Okay, had 17 carries for 120 yards and a touchdown. Raheem Mostert had 8 carries for 31 yards. Jeff Wilson came in. He carried the ball 2 times for 12 yards. Ali Ingle, 1 carry for 4 yards. And, of course, Tua tried and he lost the ball. 2 carries for -1, which gives him a total of 30 carries for 166 yards and 1 touchdown. In the air was all Devon Kane. He had 6 receptions for 70 yards. And Janua Smith was right behind him with 6 receptions for 62 yards. Just an 8-yard difference. But Tyreek Hill was the only one that must have done a touchdown. He had 3 receptions for 29 yards and a touchdown. Malik Washington, 3 receptions for 28 yards. Raheem Mostert, 2 receptions for 15 yards. And River Crocker had 1 for 6 yards, and Smite had 1 for 5 yards. But just like I said, they did their thing, spanking the 49ers 29-17, which kind of give the Dolphins an edge a little bit. They playoff chance is still slim because the teams that is in hunt for that 7th spot needs to start losing in week 17 and week 18. And the Dolphins need to win their last 2 remaining games to put them in the 500 percentile bracket. And they need the Broncos to lose as well too. So by me saying that the Broncos did lose against the Chargers 34-27. That was good. And by the Broncos losing, giving the Dolphins a little chance to make the playoffs, but the Broncos need to lose their last 2 remaining games, along with the Colts, as well as the Bengals. But with that, on Sunday, the Bengals won, beating the Browns 24-6, and the Colts won, beating the Titans 38-30. So by me saying that, they need to lose big time. And the playoff picture looks like this. Right now, we know that Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo had already clinched the playoffs, along with Pittsburgh Steelers, Houston Texans, and the Baltimore Ravens. In the hunt for the 6th seed, right now the LA Chargers have it wrapped up. They need to win their last 2 remaining games, bringing them to 11-16, and bringing their percentage level up a little bit. So pretty much the Rams has the 6th seed locked up. It's the 7th seed that the Dolphins is hunting on with the Broncos. Just like I said, the Broncos lost to the Chargers. And the Chargers needed to win that game to go ahead on and knock the Chargers down some. But these two holding on tight. So just like I said, the Broncos need to lose their last 2 remaining games. The Colts. The Dolphins need to win the last 2 games against the Browns and the Jets. And they need to win good. So if they win their last 2 remaining games, that brings them up into the 500 spot and puts them right here. A little bit over 500. You want the 600 spot, but they're not going to get it. 9-8 will get you in, but they're not going to get it. So the teams that need to lose are the Bengals and the Colts and the Broncos. And once the Broncos start losing, the Colts lose their last 2 games, and the Bengals lose their last 2 games, then the Dolphins are in. Now, here's the thing. The Dolphins win their 2 games. The Broncos win their 2 games, which if the Broncos win their last 2 games, it locks them in the 7th seed automatically. So they need to win 2. If the Colts win their last 2 games, it brings them up to 9-8. So with the Dolphins and the Bengals, they're out. They're out automatically. They just need the Broncos to lose, and the Colts and the Bengals to lose their last 2 remaining games for them to get in that 7th seed. But if the Broncos win their last 2 games, it's over. It is over. The 7th seed is locked up, and they just moved to the postseason. And Dolphins at home, getting ready for 2025. So that's all I have to say in this segment here. That the Dolphins played a damn good game. They put up a fight. They put it up. They did their thing, and they did it. They did it right. They won. The only 2 games that really hurt them was losing against the Texans and losing against Green Bay Packers. If they would have won those 2 games, then everything would have been fine. But by them losing those 2 games, got them searching for a playoff spot in a thread. By a thread. Because you got 2 teams breathing on their back as the Colts and the Bengals. Now, like I said, if the Broncos win their last game, or if they win Sunday and they win their last game, they already locked up the 7th seed. So playoff berth is over for the Dolphins, and there's nothing that can be done about it but try again 2025. And that's it. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.